Oh, welcome everybody. Come on, come all. This is the start of a new era. As you know, all public figures since the dawn of time, really. They've been Minecraft YouTubers, humble beginnings. So I thought I'd leave my mark, and before I expand, I gotta, yeah, you know the drill. So, without further ado, I think we should create our new Minecraft world. Let's call it Survival World. It's a world for survival and such. I don't know about you guys, but people really hate on the bonus chest. But this is my playthrough, so I can do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, so start of a new world. Look at all that load in. So beautiful, so beautiful. See what's in our bonus chest here. Yeah, we got the basics. See, we don't, we chop down these chests. Much like the natives, we use every part of the animal, including the bonus chest. Got some coal there for later. Actually, you know what? I got the pickaxe from the starter chest. We'll mine it now. As I've learned in life, if you squander opportunities, of course, they might not be there later. Maybe I forget where the coal is. Maybe the coal is mined by another player. Obviously, this is single player, but you know what I mean. It's an analogy, Like, what if the coal cheats on me? What if the coal finds a secret lover while I'm serving in the military? There's all sorts of things. You can't just leave things. You gotta take action. Such, anyways. We made the Stone Age achievement. Another life lesson I can say for anyone out there who needs a little advice. Everyone's got to start somewhere. We're in the Stone Age here, but soon we'll have a beautiful castle, smoking hot wife, and 2 children. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. But at the same time, it never hurt to try to build Rome in a day. But keep your expectations low. You don't want to build Rome and then you're like, it's like don't half-ass building Rome, is what they're trying to say. Didn't know if you knew that. I actually knew that. Yeah, we're getting wood. I know we have a lot of wood, but you can never have too much, That's another rule in life. You gotta be safe with these things. If you never mind. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about life recently. And I'm just thinking, who can you rely on in this world? And a lot of people would say people they know or very close to them. But everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes repeat over and over again for long periods of time. And sometimes you can't forgive those mistakes. And sometimes you have to suck it up and move on, Sometimes you gotta start a Minecraft Let's Play, perhaps. Seems like we got a castle over here. Pretty cool. You guys like castles? I was talking about Rome. There's probably a couple of castles in there, Yeah, this is our little Rome. There's got a little Roman in here. See, Rome wasn't built in a day, and this guy built Rome. So, you know what I mean. Ooh, we got some iron. See, this is the Industrial Revolution. The coolest part about... See, this is the part where I tell you, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day because the people who built it were always bickering. And sometimes you just gotta snuff them out. Why do I have 2 crafting tables? Seems like we got a little plateau going on here. I'm gonna build my house before I do anything crazy, you know. That'll probably be the theme for this episode. We're gonna build a house today. And it's gonna be a nice, not too big, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day, as a wise man once said, or maybe wise men, who knows? Maybe it was multiple people. You gotta keep an open mind when it's that kind of stuff, because if you're wrong, you're gonna look stupid. Everyone's gonna point at you. Everyone's gonna laugh. Everyone's gonna say, "Hey, Devin, why can't you just be normal? Why can't you just be like the other kids?" You know? And we don't want that. Seems like we got a plains with quite a fertile crescent. You know, we've got the water, we've got the plains. I always build my house in a plains. You know, it's just a nice flat area. Just a nice flat area to build Rome. You know, because when you're building Rome, here's another Rome lesson. You gotta have, like, Rome wasn't built. Building Rome was built strategically. You know, there was cows around, there was water fertilizing the plants, there was donkeys, there was horses, and that's how Rome was built, you know. It was built in not a day, as some may lead you to believe. Rome was built on the backs of hard labor in the fertile lands. And Rome, you get where I'm going with that. You know, sometimes you don't even need to finish a thought because it's just right there for you to grasp. So we're gonna have to abort my mission. So we're gonna have to abort my mission of building Rome today because it's currently nighttime and the creepy crawlies are gonna come out. So I guess we're gonna have to find a place to sleep out in the wild. It's the most coal I've ever had, 36 coal. You know, I've been making it a habit to be more disciplined in my life. And that takes after mining every single piece of coal in the vein. Because it's very tedious. There's a lot of coal to mine, but you know, you're gonna not regret it. You're gonna like it later. There we go. Now we got some shears. Now we just gotta find a sheep to propagate the land with our beds. If you're catching my drift, we're gonna have to mow through these apples here because the food is not substantial currently, and we don't want to kill the wildlife because that will disrupt the ecosystem. We want to harness the land. We do not want to pillage the land. As the Romans would say, a dead cow is a non-milkable cow. And put that in your pipe and smoke it, please. We're looking for sheep so we can sleep. And here's our little victim. Oh my god. We're just getting them naked. Don't even be afraid to get them naked. It just comes with the territory. You know, if you're squeamish, then you're gonna have to you're not gonna make it in Rome. Because Rome was... My favorite part of Minecraft is how calming it is. You know, it really takes your mind off the pitter-patter of life. It really takes your mind off the pitter-patter of life. Like, look at this sunrise. Just makes me feel a lot happier, you know? Makes me feel like, you know, I have people who care about me. And it reminds me that even though you don't have people that care about you, so we're gonna start planting these trees around. No, it's a plains biome. We're terraforming the land so we can more accessibly get wood, logs, and create our little Rome for ourselves, you know? Because if Rome isn't given to you in a day, then you gotta make it in a day, you know? No one's gonna build Rome for you in a day. You might wait weeks before someone makes Rome. But it's not gonna take a day, I'll tell you that much. Things I like the monotony of is chopping down trees, making oak logs, and building houses, you know? Because you're typing on your keyboard, what do you get? You get your thing done, you send it off, and you do another. What do you do when you're cutting down trees? You know what the trees are doing. They're fodder for your house. They are going to become something much greater in they're going to become something much greater, like Colosseum in the beautiful Roman Empire. So I guess at the end of the day, you know, we can't chase that instant gratification feeling all the time. And that's why I hope you stick around and you keep watching, you know, because, you know, I probably have something worth saying, right? Anything worth saying, I probably have it. If you're thinking of something worth saying, I probably have that thing. So I'm just saying, you say what I say, and we say it together. You know what I mean? We do have a little cave system going on there, but as I mentioned, you know, the lesson of this video, if you've been listening, if you've learned anything, if you even care about a single word that I'm saying, you bastard, it's that you gotta love what you do because you're doing it. You know what I mean? Because I have no idea what I mean. Like, please tell me there's a reason for all this. The reason I didn't go in that cave is because you gotta set a goal for yourself in life. You gotta set goals for yourself. Have you ever set a goal for yourself? Because I'm telling you, you gotta. It's just right. You go down a cave and you'll find yourself drunk in the back alley behind the Applebee's. It's 4 a.m. Some homeless man just stole your wallet. You gotta stay focused on the task at hand. You gotta take life by the rings, or you're just going with the flow. Some people say that there's some merit in that, but you know, you need control in your life. You know, because if you don't control what happens, then how are you supposed to get what you want? You know? There should be enough wood. 2 stacks. We're not building Rome in a day here. Let's be real. We got a nice little flat area. It's like begging to become a house. Oop. Comes that little chime. Yeah? Yeah? Anyways, let me just make a shovel with the 1 iron that came out. Kind of funny how that worked out. Got everything you need here. Just like widen open the area. You don't want to feel too cramped in your home. You're gonna regret it later. So do it now.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah.
If there's anything I want you to take away from this, it's that I didn't really come in here with a meaning to this series. There's one thing I want you guys to leave here knowing. It's that everyone has their own path, but everyone should choose their own path. Does this make sense? Type a 1.5 in the comments if you agree with me, please, and thank you. Oh yeah, I guess we should build the house because that's like the point of the video. Okay, I'm done.